Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? Well, we're not going to have much of a sunset. We got cloud cover here in the Florida Keys. We've got cloud cover. It's kind of cool. Breeze is blowing, but people are out paddleboarding and people are out kayaking and dinghies are going back and forth. We're just not going to have much of a sunset, I'm afraid. I think there might be too much cloud cover. Miss Lily's in the doghouse. You can probably hear her complaining. She's not a happy camper at the moment, but she misbehaved a little bit ago, so I sent her down below, and she has to stay there for a little bit till I let her up. All right, come on. Anyhow, she's happy now, so. Hey, Pilot, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, Steve Garrity, how you doing, man? Steve, thank you so much, man, for all the support and stuff you've been giving me. I really appreciate it, dude. Really made my day yesterday, so thank you for that. Hey, Chief, what's going on, man? Happy sunset to you, too. Yeah, not going to be much of a sunset, man. There's what we're looking at. We've got lots of cloud cover this evening, so we're probably not going to have much. I don't know. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll lift. Maybe this breeze will blow it away. It's been blowing pretty good all day today. It's been blowing 5 to 10. Hey, Johnny Hag, how you doing, brother? It's been blowing 5 to 10 all day today. It was crystal clear this morning, not a cloud in the sky. But now it appears as though we've got some clouds rolled in. And for me, it's been a bit of a surprise, actually, because I've been down below in the hole all this time and have not, I've not been up on deck. I've not been out here in the fresh air all day today. I've been nose to the grindstone today, working and trying to do stuff. So let's just see what the forecast looks like, shall we? All right, high of 75 today, going down to 61 tonight, cloudy. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, high of 67. High of 67, low of 62 tomorrow. I can feel it. It's getting chilly. It's going to be a blanket. It's going to be blankets on the bed tonight. Last night I slept in just a sheet, but tonight's going to be a blanket night. So, yeah, high of 67 tomorrow. We're freezing our butts off down here in Marathon, Florida. Yeah, I know those of you guys who are experiencing some real cold are probably really sympathetic to our plight down here, with having to deal with a high of only 67 tomorrow and bright sunshine. Then we go 75, 79, 80, 76, 69, 74, 77. Those are the highs for the next week or so. 10% chance of rain on Friday, 40% chance of rain on Saturday, 10% Sunday and Monday, and then a couple clear days after that. So, yeah, pretty typical. Winds north-northwest, 10, 20 miles an hour. Low of 61 tonight. So that's our forecast. That's what we're going to be looking forward to here in wonderful, beautiful downtown Boot Key Harbor. Yeah, old Boot Key Harbor. So anyhow, some interesting stuff. I was in communications with an old sponsor, actually, a sponsor that we had before. Trying to get things reorganized, revamped with them a little bit. So that's coming together today. Spent a little bit of time working on that. Frustrated with some internet connectivity issues, but other than that, things are going pretty good. And here comes some people rowing a Portland Pudgy. If you guys don't know what a Portland Pudgy is, see that little yellow boat that's being rowed? I believe that is a Portland Pudgy. Oh, I guess they're just going, looks like they're just going right there. So that's a Portland Pudgy. They're going to go visit those folks. So guess they're not going to come any closer. There's not much point in trying to film them from here. They're too far away. Yeah, last night people asked me about this boat and it being for sale. I was not able to get a hold of the owner today. So I thought I was going to get a hold of him today and have an answer for you as to how much he was asking for the boat, but I did not do that. Like I said, nose to the grindstone today. Really haven't seen the light of day. Came up early this morning, took Miss Lily for her morning walk this morning. Did a short walk, not a big long walk, but did a short walk with her. Did her business and stuff. We got back here to the boat, and it was just, oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I ran some errands this morning too. Brought her back to the boat, loaded up the fuel jugs, and I set up to record, you know, what it's like to go do a fuel run. Unfortunately, my normal camera that I have up on my head, apparently I had the settings wrong in it, and rather than film, it was snapping photos. So when I got back here to the boat here, I had 48,000 photographs stored on it and no video. But you know, sometimes that happens. If you double tap the button on it, which apparently I did. Oh, I got a mosquito bite right there. It hurts so bad. It itches. Anyhow, I double tap the button and so it goes into that burst photo mode as opposed to video mode, and so I didn't shoot that. But yeah, I went to Errands and got fuel today. Filled up my 2 fuel jugs, the 2 5-gallon jugs. That one on the other side of Lily there, that one there, and that one there behind the water jug. Anyhow, I got both of those full. I'm trying a little experiment today. I really haven't been paying close attention to my fuel consumption for dinghy versus generator. So I'm going to use the one over here by the generator only for the generator. And I'm going to reserve the other one only for the dinghy to refill. I keep a gallon can in the dinghy as well. My little Merc, old Mighty Mike the Mini Mercury there on the back of Rosie. You see he's got a fuel tank built up there into his tank there. And he carries about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a gallon or so in that. Anyhow, I can get about 5 miles. If I fill him up, I can go about 5 miles and then he runs out. And so when I run to like Errands, which is out that way, out past the bridge, I can get some miles. So today I went all the way out past Errands to get fuel. Came back here and dropped off the fuel, got my water jug, went back to the city marina, filled my water jug, then went up the canal over to check out a lodging business up there because I've got a really good friend of mine, a viewer from the channel, who's planning a visit. And he wanted to know where he could stay here near the harbor in a lodging facility. I offered to have him come stay on the boat with me, but he said I didn't have enough room, which probably true. Anyhow, he was asking about lodging operations. So I went over and checked it out. And yeah, sure enough, they have a dock. They have a little boat ramp and dock there. I can run over there with my dinghy and drop him off and pick him up so he can come out and visit me on the boat. And so I guess he's going to be coming out and staying there at that lodging operation, which is way back up in that area, back in there. So work that out. And Lily, get down. Get down. Quit getting right on top of me. Get down. So anyhow, that's what I did. Got water, got fuel, checked out that spot for him, got back here to the boat, got the generator going, and then worked down below all day today, just all day. Working on some direct mail stuff, working online, trying to get some stuff organized and going with social media and the website, and then dealt with some sponsors for the YouTube channel. So, well, a sponsor. I dealt with them for a little quit. Being a pain in the butt. Oh, I don't like her sticking her nose in my pocket. There's nothing in my pocket for her except for my hand, and I didn't want her nose in my pocket with my hand. Quit that. She must think there's something good smelling in my pocket. She keeps trying to go to my pocket. I don't know. Crazy dog. Cheers. And Bob, thank you. Good man, Bob. Good man. Had a fan of the channel visit me yesterday, and he brought me an 18-pack of beer. Good guy. Good guy. Unfortunately, we didn't get any pictures. After he left, I was like, oh, damn, man, we didn't get any video or pictures of you guys. I asked him to see if he could stop by on the way back through. They're in Miami. They were just going to go down to Key West for the day, but we weren't able to hook up, so, oh, well. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Cold all over. It was in the teens here this morning. 22 there where Pilot lives. Hey, Wood Beast, what's going on, man? Glad to see you here. Hey, smoking. That's happening, man. Mahalo Days. Hey, Mahalo Days. How you doing? Oh, hey, message was retracted. Hi, but we sold the boat and now own a Zisner 27. No ad runs. Have only had it out twice. No video yet. First words to you all. Okay, well, mahalo. Mahalo, mahalo. I believe mahalo means like hello in Hawaiian, if I remember correctly. Mahalo. I don't know my Hawaiian very well. Don't know my Hawaiian very well. I know a little bit of Lakota. Wake on kionkinte. Washichu. I love that. Washichu, which kind of looks like why shit you. Washichu, that means white person. We're white people, we're Washichu. Akewontionkinte is their way of saying hello. Akewontionkinte. Seems like a long way to say hello. But anyhow, that's Lakota for you. Lakota Sioux. Anyhow, so here I am sitting on the back of Miss Lily. Chilly evening this evening, going down to 61. Gonna have to have a blankie out tonight. No heater in the boat. Dog, get on the boat. Go on, get on the boat. There you go. Leave me alone. Go sit on the boat for a while. Mahalo means thank. Oh, okay, there you go. Mahalo. Yeah, that's right. Mahalo means thank you. That's right. Yeah, mahalo. Okay. Good deal. Mahalo's got a nice channel. Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. There's something we haven't done in a long time, man. We haven't given a shout out to other channels. So Mahalo apparently has a good channel, according to our local authority here, Mr. Beast of Wood. The Woody Beast himself seems to think that Mahalo has a nice channel. So guys, check out Mahalo. Maybe subscribe to him if he's got a good channel. If he's making content like you enjoy, give him a shout. Go ahead and check him out. Give him a shout, check him out. Look at that, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Oh, God. Anyhow, so Miss Lily and I worked all day here on the boat. Really didn't see the light of day all day today. I've been down in there all day today. Editing away and working and slaving at the computer and addressing envelopes and folding and stuffing and stamping and all of that kind of fun, ecstatic, exciting business stuff. But you know, hey, the way I look at every step, every day I do that. Every envelope I address, every stamp I stick on, every letter I fold and insert is moving me along, moving me that much closer to my goal. And so in that, you know, it's exciting and it deserves a little respect. So kind of excited about that. I am thrilled, actually, to be able to be here, to be able to do that. So that's pretty cool. So anyhow, that was pretty much the day today, guys. Now I'm just sitting back here. Oh, well, we're getting a little color. There's a little sliver of something back there. Let me change the camera angle for you guys. There you go. We're getting a little sliver of some kind of light over there. A little sunny kind of sunsetty kind of light stuff going on. That's just a little bit colorful. There's you know, this here, but then there's also a little bit of stuff right there. I don't know if you guys can see that as well. A little bit of stuff there and a little bit of stuff over there. But yeah, getting a little bit of something. The clouds are actually kind of breaking up over in this area. You can see we're getting some prettiness on the clouds over there. So yeah, maybe this will develop into something. I don't know. No, the wind's coming from that direction. The wind's coming from over there. So all of that dark stuff over there is going to come here. So it looks like we have thicker clouds moving in. So yeah, probably not going to have a whole lot. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I'll keep monitoring it. Let me turn you around. There you go. I'll keep monitoring it and see if we can keep an eye on it, see if it gets any better. Thank you, Woodbeast. There's a link to my PayPal if anybody wants to contribute to the adventure. All donations greatly appreciated and much needed at the moment. Much needed. Much needed. I was very lucky, very lucky. Two of my followers donated so I could get some fuel today, so I can keep the generator going. I was out. Out. I mean, this morning I poured the last of my gasoline into the generator and I was out. So thank you for those guys that helped out, Steve and Andy. You guys saved my bacon yesterday by donating so I could get some fuel, but we are worrying about the mooring ball rent coming up and the phone bill coming up, and every month the bills keep coming back around. So, and I'm a little gun shy, for lack of a better term, on trying to find some other kind of employment after the really nasty way that the trash people attacked those people that were good enough to give me a job. So puts me in a bit of a dilemma here. I'm still working on, I'm working my butt off trying to get my real estate business going. That's going to be the thing that's going to save the whole deal. I mean, that's the thing. I get that going and then everything else is inconsequential, including my YouTube channel, I might add. But I'm going to continue broadcasting anyway. I just won't be asking for money anymore, trying to get that off the ground. And frankly, I'm spending the bulk of my money on that. That's my biggest expense right now. So, oh well, it is what it is. So anyhow, if you guys can contribute to PayPal, that'd be great. If you can't, that's all good too. So, God does nice work. Oh, Wood BC certainly does. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. It would be a beautiful sunset. Yeah, those damn clouds weren't in the way, but it's all right. It's all right. Not all of them can be stellar, guys. Not all of them can be awesome. You got to have a little bit of stuff that's maybe not so cool. That just otherwise you don't have a litmus test for being able to determine what is cool and what's not cool. I mean, we're getting a little bit of color, a little bit of brightness down over there. A little bit of something, but not much. Not much, so. Anyhow, I'll just get another job and don't tell anyone and we won't know. That's pretty much the plan, pilot, actually. Pretty much the plan, that's kind of the direction that we're going, actually. But, and I've been working on, I just really haven't found anything else. There's another taxi company here I could work for, but after having driven for the last taxi company, I mean, it's, in some ways, not working for them isn't such a big deal because I wasn't even making minimum wage. I would go and work and put in a 13-hour day and not make minimum wage. I mean, that's nuts. That's nuts. There's no point in me doing that. So. Very frustrating, but it's all good. It's all good. So tonight, nothing really exciting planned, nothing really going on. I missed bocce ball today. I was a little bummed with that. I didn't go to play bocce ball. I was kind of hoping to do that. Really enjoyed playing dominoes yesterday. We played a game of Texas Train, I guess it's called. I don't know. I've never played dominoes before. But we played a game of Mexican Train. Excuse me, Mexican Train. And hello, dog. And anyhow, that was kind of fun. No, kennel, don't get in the way. So that was kind of fun, and it was nice meeting some new folks. And I was thinking about going fishing this morning, but I checked my fishing app. My app. There's an app for that. I checked my fishing app, and my fishing app said today was not going to be a good day. So I didn't go fishing today. And it's been a good day to get work done. I got a lot of work done. So that's what we did. We worked. I don't know. Nothing really exciting to report here today, guys. Not anything real exciting to report. Just another day in the life of a live-aboard cruiser, Just sort of hanging out. So, auto parts delivery driver. Yeah, maybe. As long as the clouds are above the horizon, it's going to pop. All right. Well, we're watching. We're keeping an eye on it, so we'll see. Oh, Nathan got deleted. Never even saw his message. All right. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate Wood Beast. Oh, wow. all of a sudden my neighbor's boat looked like it was on fire. That little sailboat right there just started his engine, and a whole lot of black smoke came out of it. His exhaust is, can't even see my finger. Whoop. His exhaust is right there in the back of his boat, back in that area. You can hear his engine running. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Well, he sure belched a lot of black smoke when he first started, though. Alright, zoom back out. Oh, that's what the sunset's shaping up to be. Hey, Wind Dancer, how you doing, man? Got anchored off of Pelican Harbor. Where's Pelican Harbor? Not familiar with that. Does not sound familiar to me. Give you guys a little look-see around the harbor. Kind of what the harbor looks like this evening. Kind of gray and cloudy and overcast, you know. All of you guys that live down in the upper 48, you guys are probably 79th Street just north of Miami. Oh, okay. All right. Huh. Didn't know it was called that there. All right. So you're just north of Miami then. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're, wait a minute, I thought you were on the West Coast. I'm confused. So you're on the East Coast then? You're north of Miami, or are you spelling that wrong? Miami? I assume that's Miami. I thought you were on the West Coast. I'm confused. So if you're 79th Street north of Miami, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Jets flying overhead. What is a noisy neighborhood today, man? Noisy neighborhood. Jets flying overhead. Sailboats puffing out smoke. I'm telling you, man. It's Armageddon out here. Just Armageddon. The world is ending, man. Not much of a sunset, kids. Not much of a sunset. Not much to talk about today. Rough life. Yeah, it really is. It is. I'm sitting here pissing and moaning and whining. You know, when I was living up in Alaska in my tiny little crappy cabin, which, by the way, I happened to have seen a video of that today while I was working on editing. So, I couldn't tell what kind of plane it was. It was up in the clouds. Well, I can hear them. I can't see them. Too much cloud cover. So, bought my boat was 39, you know. Okay. Savannah, Georgia. Okay, so you are on the East Coast. All right. All right, cool. Anyhow, I saw some video of my place up there in Alaska, and it kind of reminded me of that. And I was looking at it, and I was like, man, I don't miss that. There was a video of me actually pulling out the day I left there in the truck driving away, and stopped at my mailbox for the last time, and turned left, and there was snow and ice on the road, and it was all nasty and cold and dirty, and I was like, man, I don't miss that at all. I don't miss that at all. I'm living here in this beautiful harbor with this sort of weird green water. See how it's kind of a weird green color, sort of a, I don't know, weird green color. Irish water. You know what it reminds me? You know what it reminds me of? You know how bars will dye the beer green on St. Patrick's Day? Kind of reminds me of that. I'm living here in a sea of green beer, I think. Well, talking about green beer. I always wondered how they did that, how they dyed the beer green. Because it comes out of the tap green, so alien water, yeah, pretty much it. I mean, it's weird color, isn't it? Look at that. Kind of this like, luminescent sort of blue-green kind of color. So if you happen to get the number for my friend. No, oh, you missed that earlier. No, I haven't. I mentioned that earlier. You didn't hear that. You were late getting it. You were late. Do you have an excuse? Do you have a note from your teacher for being late? Um, no, I didn't see him all day today. Actually, I don't think they've been on the boat. Well, I don't know. They had two stand-up paddle boards on the back of the boat earlier, and the dinghy, and the two paddle boards are gone. And I saw some people over that way paddleboarding earlier, so I don't know. Lily Kennel, go on, get down below. So, but no, I've not seen him all day today. I've been looking for him, but I haven't seen him. But I've not been up on deck very much today, to be honest with you. I've been down below working, but all morning, I was back and forth all morning running errands, and I didn't see him today. So I'm trying to find out. But no, don't have an answer on that yet. Working on it. Okay, radiation from Japan, maybe. Was a slipping anchor. What brand is that motor sailor? Oh, it's weird. It's like I don't know. I think it said something like a Schmuck 463 or something like that. I don't know. It says a little plate on the side. I can't read it from here. It's like a shank or a schmank or a schmuck or something like that, 463. I don't know. Bill was telling me yesterday what it was. It's on yesterday's live stream where you mentioned what it is. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's that. And I can't, I know I can't zoom in enough to be able to read the plate code. Shanker, there you go. Yes, it's a shanker. It's a shanker. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that, Wind Dancer. That was good of you. So the 3 is on the side of it. Oh well. The 3 is on the side of it. I don't see a 3 on the side of it. Okay. Anywho, yeah, it's a Shanker 436 or no. Yeah, I think a Shanker 436. Actually, I think is what it is. It's like a Shanker 436. I think it's 43 and a half feet long. A Shucker 43. There you go. Craig Johnson, he's got it right. It's a Shucker 43. There you go. There you go. I knew it was something like that. Shucker. Gotta go shuck some corn. There you go, Craig. Shucker. Anywho, kids, so that's sort of life in the harbor here today. Nothing really exciting going on. Cold, breezy, overcast. Yeah, actually, Steve, I think it was either a 435. For some reason, I was thinking a 436. Not that I would know what a 6 would be there, why it would be a 6, but for some reason I was thinking 6. Maybe it's 5. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Not a major important item for me to deal with right now. Although I did try to talk to the guy and find out the price. Have not heard the price. He did have for sale signs on it, and the for sale signs are not on it anymore. Because I cruised by it with the dinghy this morning, maybe hoping it would have a price on the for sale sign. Because I know I saw a for sale sign on it. But there's no for sale sign on it now. So, I don't know. Maybe he decided not to sell it. I don't know. Don't know. But anyhow. But I had fun today researching a lodging place for like I said, one of my fans, one of you guys is coming to visit. I'm not saying who. It's going to be a surprise. You're not going to know till it happens. But one of you guys is coming to visit me, and he's going to be staying. I'll give you that much. It's a he. He's going to be staying at a lodging operation over in that neighborhood over there. I'm not saying where. But that way I can run over with the dinghy and pick him up. We're going to go do a lot of fishing. We're going to do some fishing. That would be fun. Hang out here on the boat, bring some sundowners, do a little fishing, maybe do a little swimming, maybe do a little snorkeling, maybe do a little lobstering. We'll see. So I may have to fire up the old Lily too. And whoop, frogs on the boat. I may have to fire up the old Lily too and and take her out. So we'll see. Well, there's our update on the color situation. Kind of interesting little thing going on. You see the colors kind of spilling. It's like the sun's coming up and it's like spilling out that way. It's kind of weird looking. But of course the boat would have to twist around to give us a bad camera angle on it, but kind of the way that's developing. Nothing really major going on there. But getting a little bit of red color in that. A little fire in the sky. Huh. Anyhow, that's kind of what's going on with the sunset right now. Nothing really catastrophic, but it is getting kind of pretty back over in there, but just in a little spot. Oh, you should go out to Sombrero Lighthouse. Well, that's kind of what I would think about doing. Yeah, if we fire up the boat, we'll go out to Sombrero, actually, and go off Sombrero. Go out in some of the deep water and go out there and fish. See if we couldn't go out there for a couple hours and troll for some tuna. I understand the tuna bite is on. I understand they're catching some mahi-mahi right now, catching some tunas. Over here by Almirada, they caught a really big swordfish. But for swordfish, you got to deep drop. You really got to go. You either got to fish at night, which I'm not too keen on doing, or you got to go out and drop deep. You got to drop down like 1,000 feet or so, and fish in a depth of about 1,000 feet. So that's kind of difficult too. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, I need a snort, guys. So hold on a second. Oh, still working on that bottle of Sailor Jerry. Where'd it go? There it is. I was reaching too far. Still working on the bottle of Sailor Jerry. I have one sip on this every night. That's all I'm doing. One more night. Yeah. Just to chase all the bugs away. Wow. Tell you, a little shot of rum will set you straight, that's for sure. That, and I got to open another beer. My beer's empty. And I have my beer in a beer bra. See that? Keeps it cold. Let me get my opener over here. I have one hanging here in the boat, just for convenience sake. Well, that's the third time. That's the third time in as many nights. Once each night, for the last 3 nights, I have opened the beer and tried to throw it in a bucket, and all 3 of them have missed. Apparently, I can't throw a beer cap to save my butt anymore, but can't throw the damn tennis ball for the dog anymore either. I throw like a girl. I throw worse than a girl. I throw like a girl dog, don't I? Yes, I do. I throw about as well as you do, don't I? You probably throw better than I do. Can you throw a ball? You can't. You don't have an opposing thumb. You'd like to throw your ball. If you could throw your own ball, you would do that, wouldn't you? You would throw the ball and then go. You're about like golfers. You know, a dog would throw the ball and then go fetch it, then throw it again and go fetch it. Just like golfers. You go hit the ball and what do? You walk over and you hit it again. You walk over and you hit it again. You walk over and you hit it again. What's that saying about doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome? That's golf for us humans. You gonna go golfing, Lily? You gonna golf? You wanna go golfing? No? You don't want to go golfing? Why do you have to be up my butt all the time? Why? Huh? Why? Carl, can you do a video with Lily? Oh my gosh. I've got a bunch of videos with Lily, but yeah, I always do videos with Lily, man, all the time. So, how has the theft been down there? Heard some crazy stuff from a fellow boater. Wind dancer, I don't know what your fellow boater was talking about, but I don't lock. Well, that's not true. When the trash people were known to be in the area, I was locking the boat. Now I don't lock the boat up. I don't know, maybe sometimes I do. Rarely do I ever lock up my boat. I never lock up my dinghy. It's just tied to the side. When I go to the dinghy dock, I just tie it to the dinghy dock. In fact, there was a little interesting side note. There was an interesting. The dinghy docks are crowded. Let me start with that. The dinghy docks are crowded. There's not a lot of room there. Post Hurricane Irma, since Irmageddon, there's just not a lot of room at the dinghy docks. And so, one of the rules they have here in the marina that they enforce is that your painter, in other words, the bow line tied to your dinghy, the line you use to tie your dinghy to the dock, has to be between 4 and 6 feet long, preferably 6 feet long. And what this does, it allows other people to pull in next to you to push your boat out of the way so they can get to the dock to get on and off. And so that's kind of a requirement to have the long painters on the dinghies so they have room for the dinghy dock. Dog, quit. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you this is because the other day on Facebook there was a post of somebody who did not have a 4 to 6 foot long painter. He had a fairly short painter. In fact, not only did he have a short painter, but he also had a cable lock on his boat, and he was paddle locking his boat to the cleat with a short run of cable, and therefore was blocking a lot of dock space with his boat that way. I guess that was the problem, and so the thing of it is, so that's the only guy that I'm aware of. That's the only guy I'm aware of that has a lock on his dinghy. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my aerial footage of the Sombrero City Marina. There's, at any time, 50, 60, 70, 100 dinghies tied up there. I think one of them's locked. One. All the rest of them are not locked. And he not by any stretch of the imagination does he have the nicest dinghy. It's not like he's got a high dollar dinghy that he's trying to protect. Maybe it's a high dollar dinghy he's trying to protect for himself. But there's a whole lot of dinghies out there that are a whole lot nicer than his. Mine's not one of them, mind you, but there's a whole lot of dinghies there that are a whole lot nicer than his. Nobody here locks up their boats. I've never even seen anybody walk over to their car and stick a key in the door to open the car door. Nor do I ever hear the of the key fob kind of stuff going on. So I don't think a lot of people here even lock up their vehicles. So I disagree with that. I don't think it's a high crime environment. Now, with that said, on the other side of the coin, I have heard that some people have had their Lucy lights. See this little plastic bag hanging from my pole there? That's called a Lucy light. It's a little LED light that is solar powered, self-contained, and in a little inflatable balloon-like, well, no, the dog's in the way, little balloon-like structure there dangling in the wind. I've heard some of those have come up missing. So that, I guess, has been stolen. And I know when we were doing the fundraiser for the bicycles for the fundraiser we were doing for bicycles for Christmas to give away bicycles to needy kids here in the area, I donated a bicycle pump. I had a brand new, still in the package, really good quality bicycle pump that I think it was a Schwinn. I think it was made by Schwinn. Anyhow, a really nice bicycle pump that I put on the table for the items that are supposed to be donated. Now, the problem is that table was set right next to an area where there's a whole lot of free stuff. You could, it was so a lot of people mistook it as a free table of things that they could help themselves to. So I don't think somebody actually intentionally stole it. I think somebody thought it was put over there on the free table for them to take, not realizing that table was actually there as the fundraiser table and where we were storing all the stuff that we were going to have at the fundraiser. So my bicycle pump came up missing. But I don't think that was necessarily nefarious. I don't think somebody actually thought about stealing it. I think somebody actually thought it was part of the free table and it was okay for them to take it, and that's why they did. Because there was other stuff on that table that I thought was free, And I walked over and looked at it. There was one little clip-on mount thing for a cell phone that I wanted to have, and I picked it up and walked over to the counter and was asking them about it. They said no, that's the donation table. So I also had made the same assumption. So I'm not going to say that, but I have heard that a couple Lucy lights have disappeared. That's the only thing that I've heard of being stolen here, is a couple Lucy lights. So, and considering the person who reported those being missing, it could just be that his friends were screwing with him. There's a lot of that goes on here. There's a lot of game playing going on here in the harbor. So, anyhow, what all I miss here in the chat? Wow, I'm way back. Okay. Do a video with Lily. Yeah, we do videos with Lily all the time. And there will be more coming up, absolutely. So, ask her to woof, 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 woof. Who's there? Woof. Get him. Woof. Woof. Who's there? Get him. Get him. Woof. Come on, woof. Woof. Lily, woof. Who's there? Who's there? Get him. Woof. Woof. Lily, woof. Lily, woof. She's not woofing, kids. She's not so inclined to woof. Sorry about that. Oh, how far back did I go? Okay, there we go. Oh, Ape was hidden. Wow, sorry about that, Ape. I don't know what you said there, brother, but must not have been good. What's your thought on a Pearson Vanguard? My wife and I are looking to cruise the South Pacific. Pearson makes good boats. I'm not familiar with the Vanguard, but I know Pearson makes some pretty good boats. I can't tell you specifically about the Vanguard, though. Good to know. He was saying he was on a Facebook deal and reading a bunch of stuff, I guess, near the bridge. Near the bridge? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, brother. TMI, please lock your boat. Replacement electronics is expensive. Oh, Marie, I don't have any electronics worth stealing on my boat. Seriously. Oh, okay. Hey, Morgan, what's up, brother? How you doing? I have a case of those. I have lost so many of them. That's funny. Okay. Yep. Well, that's the other thing. You know, they're made out of plastic, and the wind blows here, and the plastic breaks down and degrades in the UV light. It could be he just lost them. So, hey, Rhonda, how you doing, dear? Good to see you here. John Harris, nice to see you in the Keys now. Ended up moving to LA. Really? Wow. Better weather than Toledo, Ohio. I've not seen Brittany in about Oh, man, no kidding. Wow. I thought she was staying there around Toledo to help you guys out. Wow, John, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, you've not seen Brittany in about 3 months. Well, tell Brittany I said hello, man. Yeah, it's been a long time since you guys came down and visited me there in Sandusky. Tell Brittany to say hello. Hey, tell Brittany to come visit me. Tell Brittany to come on down to Florida and come visit with me. Come down here and stay on the boat with me for a couple days. She'd have a ball down here. She really would. She would have fun down here. Tell her to come down and visit. Yeah, Marie, I usually have my laptop with me when I'm leaving the boat. Just saying. Just saying. I usually have my my wallet, my iPhone, and my laptop usually stay with me all the time. I take it ashore quite often to work on stuff. So when I say there's electronics left on the boat, there's you know, my crappy VHF radio and a depth finder that doesn't work. You know, I don't have any other electronics on the boat that somebody would want to steal. So that's what I'm saying. Rosie, as you may have noticed, has, you know, see the cooler? That's my dry box on Rosie. So whenever I go ashore, I put stuff inside the cooler. That keeps it nice and dry, and I don't have to worry about it falling in or any of that kind of stuff. So that's what we do. She is still there, and I'll tell her that. All right, John, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, ma'am. Went to Big Sur, Cali, and gas was $6.99 a gallon. Holy crap. Roy, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Run away, man. Run away. Yeah, I understood what you meant. Big Sur, yep. Yeah, that's crazy gas prices. Although I don't know, gas prices here in Marathon are pretty crazy for me. Along the water, they're expensive. The gas stations here, though, I think regular gas is like $2 a gallon or something. I mean, not to get political on you guys or any of that. Irregardless of whoever's president or whatever, the economy being what it is, fuel prices right now are really low. And the fact that fuel prices are so low, I am so glad I'm not trying to sell real estate up in Alaska right now. Because there's nobody trying to come up there to buy property. The only people that were buyers coming into Alaska were people working in the oil fields up there. They would try to buy properties to keep their family in. When fuel prices this low, nobody's coming up there to buy property. So I hate to think what property values are doing. I think I got out of there at a good time, actually. Would I wished I'd gotten out of it a little sooner. I would have gotten off even better, but oh well. I would have gotten something instead of the ex-wife getting it all. $1.89 in Milwaukee. Wow, cheaper than beer, man. Gasoline is cheaper than beer in Milwaukee. That says something. Not far from where I'm from, Roy. Huh, cool. Anyhow, I need a snort. Why is no one buying there, Carl? Why is no one buying in Alaska? No one's buying in Alaska because the economy up there is based on oil prices. Whenever there's oil prices are high, there's a lot of exploration and stuff going on up on the North Slope. And so a lot of people will come up there to buy property. When oil prices are way down, fuel prices are way down like they are now, then they close all of the oil rigs and stuff up there. They're not doing any oil exploration up there. And so everybody leaves Alaska and goes down someplace else. So somebody's on the VHF radio broadcasting music. Not supposed to do that, kids. All right, let me give you a sunset update. I haven't done that in a minute. Here we go. Oh, somebody got wet. Somebody just went in the water over there. Well, I bet you that was cool and refreshing. Lily, get. Oh, I'll give them their privacy. Sorry about that, but looks like the neighbor's wife slipped and went into the bay. Oh yeah, change of clothes time happening now, folks. Apparently they were getting ready to head to the dock and she slipped and fell and went in the water. Oh, now she's getting some dry clothes on. That happens out here, guys. Anyhow, there's the sunset. There's what we look like right now. Not too bad since the cloud cover up above is opening up. It's kind of funny. Yes, it is. It's still kind of funny. Hey, I laugh at myself when I fall. Oh, look at the pelicans right there. There you go. Hey, pelicans. That was a pair of pelicans, kids. Whoop, they're dipping down. Now you can see a bit of the sunset and the sunlight filtering up through the clouds and all. I have not heard a single conchorn. Nobody this evening has blown a conchorn, so that's kind of interesting. I would have thought we would have heard a conchorn by now. What time is it? 6:07. Oh yeah, sunset has passed. The sun is set, and nobody has blown a conchorn. 5:57 was sunset this evening. So we should have heard that about 10 minutes ago, and not a single conchorn to be heard. So interesting. Okay. Oh, what did I miss? Okay, that's why no one's buying up there. Gas about $3 a gallon here in Cali, $1.71 in MS in Mississippi. Okay, yep. I didn't know, Steve, you were in Mississippi. Okay. Carl, Cali is insane. I thought you were saying I was insane, would be. Yeah, well, I guess we both are, really. There you go. Hey, Rhonda, thank you. You're welcome. Cheers, A. John. Cheers, buddy. $1.85 in Missouri, Show Me State. By experience, I found it's better to leave boat unlocked. This way they don't break anything, lock or unlock. They're still going to steal what they want. At least this way you don't have any damage. Julian, I don't mean to laugh about that. In all seriousness, you're absolutely correct, sir. Absolutely correct. If they're going to break into the boat, they're going to break in. The thing of it is, guys, what you have to remember, and let me do this. Let me show you around again, okay? Look at all the boats around, okay? Look at all the boats in close proximity to my boat. If anybody got on my boat that wasn't me, all of my neighbors would see them, and they know it wouldn't be me, okay? So no one's going to get on my boat and try to steal anything because everybody around here can see them. And every one of these boats, this is not a community where these boats are, people have dropped off their boat, put it on a mooring ball and left. This is not wet storage. Every one of these boats has people living on it right now. So it would really be foolish for someone to come up and try to climb onto my boat and steal something because all of my neighbors would see them. So it just doesn't happen here. It just doesn't happen. I think because this is a live-aboard community, and look at all the people around, all the boats that are right around me, all keeping an eye out. Just not going to happen. So, anyhow. But yes, Julian, you're correct to that. I'm so jealous Carl snowed here today. Oh, sorry about that, Rhonda. Really am. I hate the white plague. Not funny. Yes, it was. It's always funny. When somebody falls in the water, I don't care. It's always funny. Oh, the bird looks peaceful. It is peaceful. Maybe that was the music you heard. Maybe. Maybe. I live in Gulfport. All right, Gulfport. Cool. Dinner already. All right, boat user. How's it going, man? Dinner, huh? Okay. Yeah, so there's all that. Let's check on the sunset. There we go. It's kind of pretty looking at the light coming up through the upper clouds and stuff. For being so gray and ominous, I mean, it almost looks like it's going to rain out here. I mean, it really does. It doesn't feel like rain, but I mean, that looks like rain up there. But that's sort of, it's kind of pretty out over there. I mean, with the light coming through the clouds like that and all. Kind of looks a little bit like lace. Oh, there's Andy. Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. And, that's kind of what the sunset's shaping up like. It looks like we're getting a little bit of color in the upper end. So there you have it. All right. With that said, let me jump back in the chat. Dinner already. Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. I got to make dinner yet. Always eyes watching in the harbor. Yeah, 1Ace, you're absolutely correct. Yep, everybody's watching here. It's just too public. It's just too public. I mean, unless you come in at night. If somebody could come. But if it's night, I'm here on the boat. If it's dark, I'm on the boat. I'm not a night owl person. I'm not going hanging out in the bars and stuff. I mean, there are some people in this community that are doing that. They're hanging out in the bars or, going to the movie or whatever at night. Except for movie night. But even movie night, I'm just right over there. And I've got 6 neighbors right around me here in close proximity, all keeping an eye on the boat. So, and they all know to keep an eye on the boat. And they all know who I am. And they all know the only people on the boat should be me and the dog. If anybody else is on here, they're gonna call me on the phone. They're gonna call me on the VHF. They're gonna let me know, you don't want any beer. You don't want any beer. You don't like beer. Anyhow, Andy, brother. Did you get my message, Andy? Oh, man. I messaged Andy earlier today. He's a good guy, so. But yeah, we had fun. So we, again, a little rehash this morning. Went this morning and checked out some lodging. I've got a friend who's going to be coming out to visit me. I'm not saying who. We checked out some lodging for that person to see what was available. Good access to dinghy dock. Going to be able to do some fishing and stuff, so that's going to be fun. Got a fuel run in this morning. Got a water run in this morning. Filled the water. I filled everything. Filled my water jugs. Filled every jug, even the gallon jugs. Everything. Every container that can carry water is full on the boat. Both the generator and the diesel cans are full. Why not stay on my boat? I got too much crap on my boat. That's why. The harbor could use security cams every few boats. Yeah, not really. I mean, for what? No one's reporting anything stolen here. I'm not hearing about. Well, okay. Now that said, the other day we have a little mystery going on. The other day, a dinghy was started, and it was found. A dinghy was found running around in circles. A dinghy much like that one right there, very much like that dinghy right there. Some neighbors going by. Um, some neighbors who just recently put on dry clothes. Oh, and they're only going to the next boat. They went from this boat to that boat. They were just going to visit the boat next to them when they fell in. Oh well, dry clothes later. Fresh bath, little freshwater rinse off. They're doing great. Anyhow, why not stay on my boat? Because my boat is I don't have room. I could make room. In fact, I'm going to. I'm going to organize some stuff and put some stuff up on the deck. I got the dinghy off the deck over here, and I've got some room up here. I've got some portable totes and stuff. I'm going to secure the totes up on the deck and clear off a big portion of the V-berth to make room so I can have guests on. Because I've got some people that signed up with the Selling with Grandpa that would probably enjoy coming and visiting with me. Just got to clean off some stuff and make some room. So I'm gonna try to focus on getting that kind of stuff done right now. But right now it's all a matter of just trying to make bank. Right now I'm focusing on making bank. So, oh, what did I miss in the chat here? Okay, yes they did. Carl the Harbor. Okay. Which way would they be pointed? Which way would who be pointed? Oh, the cameras. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Hey, Mo 911, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you here. Cocktails. Okay, did you already sold your old dinghy? No, my old dinghy has not sold yet. That's so close. Why didn't they walk? Actually, the question is, why didn't they just swim? I mean, she was already in the water. She could have just swam. I'm sure she wanted some dry clothes on. So, Cooler Mobile, no beer in cockpit. Hey, David, how you doing, man? No beer in the cockpit. What the hell, David? I wouldn't be any place that wasn't allowed to have beer in the cockpit. Have you organized the boat since you were here in Ohio? Oh, yeah, John. We've gone through many generations of organization in getting the boat ready. So, my one neighbor over here has got blue lights, and he's got some kind of... A minute ago, he had a little disco tech kind of thing going. His lights were flashing different colors over there, the boat with the blue lights. So anyhow, there's the sunset again, guys. A little bit of what the sunset's looking like. Yeah, I never really did develop it anything really nice. Not spectacular, but not bad. I mean, it's still kind of interesting, some color and stuff. Just disappointed we didn't hear any concords this evening, so. Okay. Beautiful, thanks, TikTok. Oh, man, this should be on, wow. Carl, can you and another marina guy share a locker to store stuff? Yeah, Woodbeast, I've looked. All the lockers here are full, and frankly, I can't afford a locker right now. It's another $40 a month for a storage unit, and there's a long waiting list to get a storage unit. So, that's good. I remember all the stuff in the V-berth. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in the V-berth, so. Dolphins, yeah, Rhonda, we see dolphins here on a regular basis. There are dolphins that come through the marina here on a regular basis. We see a lot of manatees, and we see dolphins. Yes, they come right through the harbor here on a pretty regular basis, and turtles. I've seen sea turtles here in the harbor as well. So yeah, manatees, dolphins, and turtles. Haven't seen any whales in here. Too shallow for whales, but certainly all the rest. But listen, guys, as you can tell, it's getting too dark really to see me anymore. So we're going to have to go ahead and end this. Just getting too dark. So anyhow, guys, be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Remember, in the description down below, there's a link to my PayPal. Really appreciate it if you guys could kick in a few bucks and help out. It would be greatly appreciated. If you can't, it's all good too, not a problem. But you guys